Do you wish your life was perfect and ideal? Well, with all the chaos going on in the world today, it's a perfectly reasonable request. But how do we even come to know what the ideal is? And is it really what we want? Stay with me. We are about to get mystical. Welcome to the Leather and Lace podcast, where the physical and the spiritual come together. I'm Joanna. I'm here at your service, making spiritual sense out of the messy human experience. Today I am sharing a haiku poem inspired by a message that I channeled during a recent meditation, and this message is about the quest for the ideal and how it drives spiritual evolution. Here is my haiku for today. Seeking the ideal requires experience of what it is not. Short and simple, right? Well, behind these 3 short lines of poetry is an entire cosmology, one that explains why we suffer, why we forget, and then why we keep choosing to incarnate back here in this unideal world. When we are not incarnate, when we exist in time-space, everything is perfect. There is unity and peace and oneness with the Creator. There's no hunger, no fear, no separation. In that state, we are living the life of what we would call the ideal. But here's the paradox. Perfection by itself just isn't enough. It doesn't move, and it doesn't grow. To evolve, consciousness needs contrast. It needs the awareness of what is not ideal. And so, out of love and divine curiosity, we leave the ideal behind and we choose to incarnate. We leave eternity to enter time. We leave perfection to explore imperfection. We leave the known to experience mystery. Why? Because the one infinite Creator, through us, desires to know itself. Now, what does it even mean when we say that the Creator desires to know itself? Well, it means the same thing as me saying that you desire to know yourself and I desire to know myself. And that knowing requires contrast. Without the experience of the non-ideal, the ideal itself could never be recognized, let alone be appreciated. Here's a small excerpt of my channeled message. The full transcript of my channelings are available on Patreon. What is ideal is unique to every soul, and what is ideal is what will be experienced once this dream has ended. Yet, ironically, the ideal is never fully satisfying, for it is not whole. The ideal can only exist through contrast. There is no ideal without the awareness of what is not ideal. That line stayed with me. There is no ideal without the awareness of what is not ideal. It means that the non-ideal nature of our suffering has purpose. Our pain, heartbreak, and confusion are like the raw materials through which our soul gains wisdom. It's what moves and guides perfection and gives it room to grow. Here's another small excerpt of my channeled message. You leave the ideal to experience the non-ideal, which in turn gives birth to a new ideal. This is the very fuel of spiritual evolution, the eternal movement of the One. That sentence, the eternal movement of the One, it captures everything. This is the divine heartbeat of the one infinite Creator. The ideal of eternity inspires divine curiosity to seek contrast. Contrast gives rise to new understanding and wisdom. Wisdom then is received by eternity, which creates a new ideal. And then the cycle begins again. It's the cosmic heartbeat. Expansion and return, creation and destruction, ideal and the non-ideal. And each cycle refines the Creator's self-knowledge. Each incarnation, yours, mine, everyone's, adds another color to the spectrum of eternity. So, every time you find yourself in a situation that feels far from ideal, a heartbreak, a loss, or a failure, remember that you are actually standing at the frontier of the Creator's evolution. You are not outside of love. You are expanding its definition. And when the day comes that you remember all of it, the ideal and the non-ideal, you'll see that it was never about finding perfection. You don't leave perfection to find perfection, right? It's about expanding it. You are the movement of love discovering itself, and you are the reason the universe keeps unfolding. So here's that haiku again. Seeking the ideal requires experience of what it is not. So, what does this haiku awaken in you? What message are you receiving through it? What does it mean to you? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching the Leather and Lace podcast. I hope that my channeled haiku and its message awakened something meaningful for you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss my other channeled haikus, which are inspired by messages I receive during meditation. I also channel by way of the tarot, so you don't want to miss those videos either. Until next time, stay cool, stay grounded, and embrace the sacred. Bye for now, friends.